I have worked in mental health almost 30 years now, beginning while serving in the military with the Air Force. Then after the Air Force, worked in the mental health system for several years, working with regional mental health centers, psychiatric hospitals, until eventually in '96, opened my own practice. That's been my life. My background is in counseling psychology. Unfortunately, with a lot of theories, a lot of approaches in mental health today, you become dependent on that person that's listening to you. And they may or may not give suggestions. There's client-centered therapy that's going to say, well, how do you feel about that? What do you think? And many clients that I've met with have said, well, I might as well stay at home because I know what I think about it and how I feel about it. Give me some guidance here. Or they may say, well, have you thought about? Well, I've thought about a lot of things. But what do I do about how I'm feeling, what's happening to me today? What do I do now? In the world of mental health, I find it interesting, just personal opinion, that we have a diagnostical and statistical manual that everyone in mental health uses that identifies all the different ways the human brain can be broken. You've got over 500 pages of descriptions as to how a person's mind can be broken, but not one page of describing what it is to be normal, what a normal mind is. With so much focus on how a mind isn't working, how do you know what is normal? Or ask anyone the different schools of thought to define what normal behavior is, and you'll get a different definition. So we've got so many different approaches in trying to deal with the issues of mental health. Subconscious restructuring, very simple. And I think that's what frightens some people in the mental health industry, is because it's direct, and I find the way I view it is it's beautifully simple. That's what makes it simply beautiful, because you can teach anyone. As I researched this, and as I went through the training, and as I have applied it, not only to my clients, but apply it to myself. How can you be credible if you are inviting people to do something that you don't do? And I found it works for me. And here I pretty much thought I had it together. Now my wife might have disagreed with that just a little bit, but life got even better. A lot of people don't realize that a person that has depression doesn't stop at 5 o'clock. And it doesn't stop on the weekends. It's all the time. When a person has issues with anxiety, they don't have anxiety from 9 to 5 when a doctor's office is open and that stops. They have it all the time. What we're talking about here is something that can help a person to deal with that. And not just deal with it. I like the fact that subconscious restructuring approaches something in a way that I had a passion for and I've fought for always in serving in mental health, and that is mental health for years has been content to help people cope. They talk about coping mechanisms. Think about your life. Do you want to cope or do you want to live? Subconscious restructuring is saying live. What it's saying is, do you feel like life has been living you? And many of us, that's how we felt. Start living life. And this is the way you do it. You learn about what determines human behavior. What behaviors do you have that you wish you didn't have or wish could be different? Don't have to wish anymore. You can change them. I've seen it happen. I've done it for me. And again, you've got something that's immediately, you can measure it, you can track it over time, and as you've often talked about, I invite anyone to scrutinize what I do. If you're saying, oh, that just can't be, come in. See what I'm doing, or talk to the people I serve.